How do the discussions that are taking place here fit into the broader CITES agenda?
Many of the CITES listed species are found in wetlands, and if we have issues, we of course regulate trade in this wildlife, but of course if there are issues in terms of loss of habitat, which is one of the things that's affecting wetlands right now, the loss of wetland space, then it affects the existence of those species as well. So any further trade, any other type of exploitation, overexploitation, illegal trade would then have devastating effects, because not only are they affected by that trade that needs to be regulated, but also then they are affected by the loss of habitat.
What is the current state of affairs in terms of wildlife conservation currently?
Well, coincidentally, we also are having our meeting of the Conference of the Parties, the 20th meeting, later this year, and we will be looking at proposals that are sent by the parties to consider amending the appendices of CITES. And what happens with CITES is that under Appendix 1, we have listed species there that cannot be traded commercially. Appendix 2, which the majority of species are, 97%, those can be traded but well regulated with a CITES permit. These are the objectives of CITES: that the trade is sustainable, that the trade is legal, and the trade is traceable. So they're now going to consider around 50 proposals at this COP for new species to be added to the appendices of CITES. It's an enormous agenda, 120 agenda items that are going to be considered, and amongst those, cooperation and collaboration with other biodiversity-related multilateral environmental agreements.
Are you worried? Because it appears multilateralism seems to be under pressure recently.
Well, of course I would be naive if I didn't say that I'm worried. I have faith that multilateralism will still stand, because if there wasn't, if we didn't have the United Nations, for example, if we didn't have cooperation amongst the international community, we would be facing even more challenges that we face already.
What are your views on China's achievements in terms of green economy, and what are the prospects for further cooperation and engagement going forward?
China is a party to the convention, the second largest contributor after the United States, and we have been cooperating with them because it's one of the largest countries that are importing and exporting wildlife, and they have to follow the same regulations that every other party has to follow under CITES. So they have to be in compliance with our scientific assessments that are called non-detriment findings, with the legal assessments called legal acquisition findings, and of course ensure that their permitting system is up to date. We work very closely with the CITES management authorities, the scientific management authorities. They actually give extra budgetary contributions to be able to train those professionals who are working in wildlife conservation at a program that we have in Baeza in Spain, and also their own program in China, where I think about 1,500 people have been trained to be able to understand well and implement well the CITES Convention. The government is committed. The head of government, the president, has said that has banned the ivory trade. At the domestic level, there can be no domestic market of ivory, and this is known to have then decreased poaching quite significantly in Africa and in Asia for ivory.